What it is, what it do, and how the hell are all of you? With yours truly, Petrov, fucker, back with another mother lover. You already know the deal. Grab your smoke, grab your drink, and lock in with your boy, because we back with another one. Now, in this episode of Hotbox Talk, we're going to be going over some weirdo shit that was on TikTok that I really thought would be kind of important to press on, because it really doesn't make any sense. And if you watched one of the last uploads I did, I was like, what the fuck is a two-spirit? I still don't know what a two-spirit is. I still think it's an angel or a ghost and a demon who fucking in the back of a Chevy, or a Dodge in the middle of the woods. That's how I see it. Now, I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is he zoomed in on? Let me show you. Boom, son. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Got a motherfucking door knocker for a bull ring, you know what I mean? Let's run it. Imagine waking up to Mimi every day, you know what I mean?
I'm fucking up.
She got yellow ass teeth.
I can't say certain words on here, so let's try this. Mostly I feel feminine or non-binary. Today I'm feeling really femme.
And that's one of the reasons so many people that they would consider cis have a problem with what they try to preach and how they try to preach it. You're trying to say you feel femme one day, you feel this, that, another day. It's not. What do you mean? You kind of got to pick one, in my opinion. Yeah, that's why it's man or woman. Now, you can have your dysphorias, this, that, the other, but to try to say, I'm non-binary some days, I'm a female other days. Some days I kind of want to be boyish, because that's the way she says instead of being a man. She wants to be boyish, which is fucking weird. You want to be like an 8-year-old or a 9? What do you want to be? 11, 10? Fuck you mean boyish?
Cat-like as well.
And right there, bestiality type shit. You want to be cat-like too? Oh, hell no. And then they get mad when motherfuckers say we want to be dragons and shit? Come on now.
Yeah. But, I also feel masculine. Mostly boyish.
Masculine, mostly boyish. You can't... Hollywood couldn't write the stupidity.
I don't ever really want a... woohoo. I'm proud to have a hoo-ha. But I also...
This is just painful to watch, because I think a lot of people run with the LBGT community because they can be different, and then it's okay to be different. But it's always been okay to be different. You could walk around like this and just be different and not have to be non-binary, feminine, masculine, boyish, cat-like, any of that shit. You could just be you. But no, you gotta add so many extra labels to that shit, which confuses everybody, and then you get mad at everybody because they're fucking confused, and then they're somehow the enemy. That's really how the fuck it looks.
Sometimes want to take these guys off, but other times I'm happy to have them. I love to play with them. I love them. Other days I want to tape them down. I'm running out.
And that right there, it doesn't make sense to me as a person, because you want everybody to believe that you can just up and choose what you wake up one day and feel like you're a man or a woman or a cat or a fucking, you want to tape them down. You want people to buy that? You want people wholesale to buy that. You want the masses to play into your game, and then when you get mad when they don't. That's bullshit.
Time. But yeah, I go through stages of feeling feminine, non-binary, and sometimes boyish. So that's...
Her face kills me. And then I circled the thing. America has a serious mental health crisis. They really do. Especially when you have people that are saying they feel 7 different kinds of this, that, the other way. And then they get mad when someone says, you know what, you should probably see a doctor. Come on now. And then I had to bring up this one again. Just a friendly reminder that women get abortions for many different reasons. Not one of them is one of those reasons is not any of your damn business. Kids are the future. See, it wasn't even it was 13 hours apart. You might want to pick a lane and stick in it. Grifting ass. It's kind of ballsy to be okay with murder, to be okay with getting rid of babies, and then just say, well, kids are the future. Oh, you're a grifter. That's it. You're a grifter. And nobody should think you're a fucking at any point doing anything in good faith except fucking grifting. So it's so annoying. And then this right here, it says, what the fuck? Because I'm serious when it comes to this. This like, what the fuck? And this is just, like I said, this is going to be one of the shorter videos just because I had a couple different categories. I got one going. I'm going to be going off on teachers here in a little bit. Definitely stay tuned for that shit. But it's amazing. This lady is going to try to say that weather-related problems are racist. Crazy. What the fuck?
There is absolutely no reason why Hurricane Ida should have done that much damage to Louisiana and Mississippi and along the path that it's...
I'm just going to say, I don't think she realizes, like, when you're below sea level, how much damage the ocean truly can do. And I also think it's extremely naive to wear a Notre Dame sweatshirt and not know that. I think it's really naive to assume that a hurricane is racist. I think it's really naive. And there's not much else to put on it.
Take. And part of the reason why is because there is infrastructural and environmental racism in a lot of minority and low socioeconomic communities. There's no reason that the southern border of Louisiana should still be struggling to figure out what type of infrastructure and technology they can use to prevent minority communities from being destroyed. And on top of that, not just being destroyed, but also having to put in their own resources to rebuild their own community.
And see that right there when she's like, they shouldn't have to put their own resources in. People in every neighborhood put their own money in, whatever, resources to help the community. And to think that's not how it works is bullshit. To think that the government should build up a war chest of money in case shit happens, hits the fan because of a natural disaster. In infrastructure, again, it's below sea level. You might not be able to dig very far down before you hit water. You know what I mean? That's why there's bodies buried above ground. So a lot of her argument is dense. It's extremely ignorant. And it's almost arrogant to the point she thinks, in my opinion, if you don't believe me, then you're the enemy. That's the stance I think she's taking. Why do they not have the infrastructure yet? Why don't you ask the government in Louisiana as to why they don't, in Mississippi and other states that don't have that infrastructure? Maybe it's not the easiest to build it. Maybe if they build it, they know it's still, we get a Category 5, it's still going to tear it the fuck down. And again, maybe they're not able to build into the ground because of the being under sea level. But again, go off, say your piece, but to try to say that Mother Nature is somehow racist or it's somehow on everyone else that that communities get destroyed, because it's not just minority communities that get destroyed. When the hurricane went through the Keys of Florida, this Key West or whatever it is, you think that was a poor community? It was a tourist community. I think it was tore the fuck up. And when you have rivers and lakes and streams flooding all over the state due to rainfall, due to the ocean getting pushed in, this, that, the other, what do you think it's really a ballsy statement to say, it's only minority communities that are getting destroyed, and then they have to put their own money in to build it back up. Do you think other communities don't have to put their own money to build it back up? The government's only going to cut so big of a check. Never going to cut one bigger than they have to. Neither are insurance companies. So maybe you want to go after insurance companies. But to try to blame Mother Nature is extremely arrogant.
Like, wake up and smell the flowers, people, okay? There is race embedded into every decision in the United States of America, and the sooner that we realize that, the sooner we can stop people from dying because of things that could have been prevented.
Yeah, so what about all the people that choose not to evacuate? What about all the people that choose that they're not dipping? What about that? Does that not matter? It seems like she's picking and choosing what kind of argument she's going to make based on what feeling she feels. That's exactly how I see it. That's why I say it's arrogant. That's why I say it's ignorant, because you're not arguing from a place of being genuine or anything like that. You're just arguing from a place of, in my eyes, stupidity, thinking that somehow levees that are getting battered on by a hurricane, such force winds, this, that, the other. You think it's supposed to just withstand and it's never supposed to be a problem. That's crazy. But that's all I got for this episode. I really just thought if the listeners got a chance to listen to it and see and hear these people say this shit, they might be like, damn, these motherfuckers really out here stupid. Talking about you feel like a cat. Talking about Mother Nature's racist. Grifting like a motherfucker. It's funny when people do that shit. You already know what it is. Stay blessed, stay blazed, stay safe. Because this motherfucker's wild. And like I said, stay tuned for another episode of Hotbox Talk going off on motherfucking teachers. Petrov gonna go in.